Welcome to this short introduction to blogs at Central Michigan University. I want to begin by telling you just a little bit about what a blog is. Now, it is an easily updatable website, but it does differ from your regular everyday static web page in some very important ways. First of all, the content is generally updated frequently. In fact, a lot of people considered the original use of a blog as sort of an online journal, like a diary that you would add to frequently. Now, when you add new content, you add content by adding what's called a post or a page. A page is generally static, whereas a post is the more dynamic part of the blog. And these postings will be displayed and organized chronologically on a single page. So the most recent posting is always up at the top. Now posts, another unique thing about posts is that they can be tagged as applying to a certain category, so that if you were to click on that category, view that category, you would see all posts that belong to that category. Another unique feature, or important feature, about blogs is that the readers of your blog can add comments to a posting. So whoever is in charge of posting content to the blog, other users or people who are allowed to read your blog can add a comment that will be associated with a posting. Another important thing to think about with blogs is that all blogs have RSS feeds, so it's really easy to keep track of when new content has been added to the blog. Now this is a screenshot of the blog that I'm using with faculty to communicate different uses for technology in the classroom. Now you'll notice some important features on this screen. First of all, you'll see that my posting has a title, and then the posting has the main comment down here. One thing that I'd also like to show you is that there's generally a link over here that's for comments. That is what you would click on to add a comment to a posting. Other important features of a blog include the blog roll, which are links to websites on the internet that the blog creator thinks it might be useful to their readers. What I've done here is I've also got a list of the categories that I use for my blog, and right now I have one category here called WordPress blogs. You'll notice down here, if you were to click on this, you would see all postings that belong to that category, or you could click on it under the posts, and you can see that this posting belongs to that category. You can add different what are called widgets, or sort of different functionalities to your blog. I've added RSS feeds, meaning that there are some websites that allow me to monitor their content using an RSS feed, and it will display the title of any new content that's been put on that page right here. So this is an example of a display of an RSS feed on my blog. You'll notice the date over here, and like I said, postings are organized chronologically. I said that blogs also have static pages. Up here at the top bar, you'll notice my two static page, my home page, and then the static page about, which talks about the site. One thing that is different about this blog than you'll find on freely available blogs is this bar up at the top. Because CMU has access to the multi-user platform, on top of the blog, when you are logged in, you will see this bar. Now you can log in at Collaboration at CMU and actually create your own blog. You can also see a list of all the blogs that you belong to or have created. And that's what's one thing that is different about the blogs you have access to here at CMU. Now I want to talk a little bit more about this difference. Like I said, there are sites where you can sign up for a free blog that uses the same software. We're using what's called WordPress. EduBlogs uses WordPress and WordPress.com. Those are websites that you can go to and set up an account for free. But we have access to the multi-user platform, which offers some additional benefits, or some important benefits. First and foremost, that these blogs can be created using students' global ID or faculty, their global ID and password. And unless given access, generally users outside the system cannot view the blogs. There are some ways around this, but using this within the multi-user platform, it really does restrict the people who can view and comment on blogs. Now, what's important is that in the settings, when you set up for a blog, you'll always want to make sure that your users are logged in, are required to be logged in to comment. You can also connect with other CMU users. You can find other members and in a way friend them. And during the year, because this is an initiative coming out of the EHS building, the IT department will offer some workshops for using WordPress. So there is additional support. Now, an important thing that you'll need, the first thing you'll need to know is just how to log in, because you will need to log in to comment on a blog. So if you're commenting on something that I put on my blog, Technology Integration, you will need to be logged in, and this is an important enabled security setting. And you'll also need to log in to create your own blog. And there are two places generally where you can log in. So remember when I pointed out Collaboration at CMU, the main website. If you go there, you'll see over on the right-hand side, to start connecting, please log in first. So you'll want to do that. And when you log in, you'll be able to create your own blog using your CMU login and password. I'm also going to go back to my blog, and you can see that if I click on No Comments, it says that to leave a comment, I must be logged in to post a comment. And if I click on that link, I can now log in using my CMISH ID and password to leave a comment. And that's all you would have to do to comment on a posting for my blog, Technology Integration. And that is just a short introduction to blogs at CMU and the blog that I'll be using to communicate with faculty. I will be posting more videos on how to set up your own blog, how to create a posting. But this is really, like I said, an introduction to blogs. And remember, it's a really great tool, especially for your students, if you want them to be able to reflect on their classroom experiences and then have their peers be a part of it, but it's not a group effort, and that the group's creating the blog, but their peers can comment and on what they've posted. If you're using something, if you want something where the group is creating content together, you might want to think about a wiki instead. If you're more interested in the personal reflections of your students, then a blog is a really powerful tool. But remember, technology can be repurposed for multiple ways. Thank you.